5 secrets why an empath's dark side is really painful to carry. Whenever the term empath is mentioned about, what comes to everyone's mind is the people who live their lives for the sake of others. It is often seen to be great stuff from all angles. Most people view empaths as heroes, a healer of the world, without dark sides or challenges. Therefore, the dark sides of being an empath are often neglected and rarely talked about. But then, it is just there, buried inside an empath's heart. Many people are yet to understand how empaths develop their abilities. Some say it is an innate ability, i.e., it is in their DNA and handed down from birth, whereas others believe it can be learned, nurtured, and developed. Like aforementioned, when empaths are mentioned, what runs through the mind are people who are sympathetic, loving, caring, healers, and so on. It is therefore essential to note that being an empath is not all rosy and delightful. There are dark sides of being an empath, and these dark sides are quite painful for every empath to carry. The exact nature of being an empath is that plenty of people around rely on empaths for emotional healing, guidance, and support. Because of this, empaths see much more of the world than other people do. This, therefore, can bring about problems in diverse areas of their lives. Anyways, guys, here are 5 secrets why an empath's dark side is harrowing and painful to carry. But before moving on to this list, if you enjoy watching this video, please help to like and share this video, guys. 1. Empaths can become emotional sponges if not careful, absorbing people's negative energies that is not theirs. One thing about empaths is that they attract people indiscriminately. A strange person can walk up to an empath and open his or her life story to an empath, although they'd never seen each other before. Empaths most times end up being heartbroken, yet they are open-minded because it is in their nature. Most people who need healing or someone to talk to can detect empaths intuitively. When an empath tries to close his or her mind, their personalities still emit goodness, thereby leading people to them. This is a real nature of empaths. They are healers of the world. Their joy and happiness comes from healing either themselves or the people around them. Nevertheless, the dark side of this part is that they are most times busy healing other people, but often leaving themselves behind. 2. Empaths are complex, and so are their emotions. When it is said that empaths are healers, you might think that they have all their good puzzles solved and all their lives fixed. The fact is that they are actually not all light and love. A lot of empaths have complex issues. Because they help others go through situations doesn't mean they are all good. Some empaths struggle with complex problems such as depression, low self-esteem, anxiety, self-doubt, and so on. Empaths face intense emotions daily, which comes from absorbing other people's energies and their issues. This ends up leaving them drained and exhausted daily. If empaths are not careful enough, this high emotional intensity they face every day can lead to self-destruction. Some empaths who do not know how to effectively deal with these challenges often venture into addictive activities such as smoking, taking hard substances, just in their quest to deal with the negative issues they are shadowing in their lives. 3. Toxic people usually get into relationships with empaths, and this can be a breeding ground for self-destruction. Empaths seem to be unlucky when it comes to love. They seem always to attract negative people. Maybe it is the physics law which states that like terms repel when unlike conditions attract that comes into play here. Most times, empaths end up falling in love with narcissists. These narcissists always prey on the benevolence and generosity of empaths. These narcissists know that empaths are full of energy and positive vibes. Taking the resources of empaths is what they end up doing without leaving any drop of value in the life of the empath. Relationships like this are always parasitic, where the narcissist benefits and the empath ends up being drained or hurt. For empaths to deal with this, empaths don't need to depend on people they date for happiness. The happiness has to be created within, because every expectation always ends up being dashed. Empaths also need to get into their subconscious that they are not responsible for anybody's bad behavior. This doesn't mean they should be repulsive totally. They should be compassionate sometimes from a distance if need be. Also, showing yourself more love as an empath than you do to anyone makes others place a high premium on you. If you do not attach value to yourself, nobody values you. It is, therefore, essential for empaths to show themselves love first before doing so to others, as this makes others not see them just like a breeding ground for drawing strength and exiting when done. 4. Empaths find it difficult to fall in love. Most empaths have tried loving before. One way or another, they have been hurt or preyed on by others because of their kind nature. I won't be wrong to say that empaths love to a fault, for the fact that they have been exploited many times because of their kindness. It makes them wary of going through the pain and disappointment over and over again. They try to hold back the peace of their heart in order to not fall deeply in love because they are paranoid and afraid and experience all of the passion because it seems ambiguous for them to handle. 5. Empaths neglect themselves. Empaths are fashioned to be more of givers and not receivers. Meanwhile, the challenge here is that they seem to neglect themselves. They end up turning to be all giving or non-receiving. Empaths give up all about themselves to make sure people around them are happy, but then they receive nothing from nobody. Whenever value or energy is being dished out, always without being replenished, then sooner or later the source is going to get dried up. This is precisely what empaths experience when they neglect themselves. Well, those are 5 secrets why an empath's dark side is really painful to carry. So what's your opinion about this? I hope you enjoy watching this cool video, and if you have something on your mind, don't hesitate to share your thoughts and experiences in the comments below. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel and click the bell to join our notification squad. Thanks for watching.